Well, hello and welcome back to Yo-Yo RZ Gaming, and now we're going to be doing Farming Simulator 19, a game I've been waiting for a long time. As you may well know from my early videos, I was doing Farming Simulator 17. I haven't done, I've been held off from doing any of those, been very good, and waiting for this one to come out and crack on with this. And as you can see from the picture, we've now got John Deere, as you may well already know if you're watching this video. So we're going to do a career, and also I'm not going to do any mods or anything at the moment. I will probably have maps in there, and I might chuck a few other things in there. I might do something from actually the mod hub itself, so who knows. You know, we've got a couple of little tractors there, look, combine, maps, yeah, baling. Oh, that looks interesting. Anyway, we're going to do it without no mods to start off with, because that's how I like to roll. I'm doing Ravenport already. As you see, I've already had 4 hours on this. This is basically where I set up my steering wheel. I had a little run round and had a little bit of a check out on things. But we're going to be doing on save game 2. We're going to do new farms. We're going to do a nice easy one to start off with. We are going to do Felsbrunn. I think that's how you pronounce it. Felsbrunn. Possible, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to start on this map anyway. Nice little castle up there. So let's check it out. Yeah, that's me with the New Holland hat on, because I quite like New Holland. I might well do some New Holland stuff once we get rocking and rolling and get all our bits and bobs. I do believe that is a mod that I downloaded just to check out to see if it worked or not. But like I say, I want to do everything without mods. This actually come with the game with the pre-release, so I pre-ordered it and I got this. So I'll leave that locked on. I don't know if I'll get one or not, but we'll just leave it locked on anyway. You never know. And here we go, Felsbrunn, Farming Simulator 19. I've been waiting for this game for like forever. So yeah, I spent about an hour or so just mapping out the keys and my steering wheel, just getting used to things. I don't know why this flickers down in the corner here. Look at this right at the start, it flickers. I'm not seeing anyone else do that on YouTube. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos. Perhaps there's an option somewhere in the menu, or something's not right on my PC maybe. Oh, I do not know. So if you're not familiar with the basic games yet, we've got to know that we've had a quick little butchers around. So yeah, here we are. So I can do all the walking and everything on my steering wheel on the D-pad, and also run. So it looks like we've got a bit of storage on here, because I looked on Ravenport and there's not much storage. I do really used to get some seed in here if I remember rightly. Some steps. I take it we go in this house for a sleep when we're ready for it. Yeah, it looks good. That's a nice kitchen. We could modernise that cooker a little bit, because then the rest of the kitchen looks quite nice. Then you've got this tatty looking oven. Result. Beautiful stuff. Little chest there. Oh, stuck in the door. Not that fat. There we go. So this is what we must be starting off with. We start off with this little Fiat. It is a bit of a weak of the tractor, or one of the weaker tractors. I think it travels at like 15 miles an hour. And what's this we've got here? We've got the Fent Favourite, a 511. And there's a lot. It's got a cedar on the back, so we've got the cedar, and we've got one with the tipper. That little red thing there, that's just nothing. Yeah, looks like just nothing. Bit of a showpiece. What else do we have? Do we have a combine harvester? I've not been looked on this map yet properly, so well, as I say, I spent a lot of time yesterday, 4 hours nearly on Ravenport, just getting the grips with it and having a look round. What's behind here? Oh, what's this? This is our little bad boy of a truck here. So we own Fields 19. So that is this field. So this is field 19. So nice. And then we've got this field over here, a little diddly one, 20. Which obviously needs cultivating. So you wheat harvested, fertilised weeds. So we've got weeds on this. I've not obviously done anything with weeds. So we'll have to see how that all pans out and works. This is ready to harvest. It looks like quite a big field, bit of a hill there. So what needs to be done then? So what we need to do then to begin with, harvest this field, cultivate that one, and then get planting in this one. So should we do a bit of cultivating first, as this is the diddly field, and then we can crack on with the harvest. So let's get into the tractor. Let's hey, what the hell's going on there? Something's not right there. What's going on there? Just started going off on its own. As I've got a conflicting key somewhere. So like I say, I've whacked all the keys out, but it might need a bit of tweaking here and there if I've got something that's conflicting. You know, two keys trying to do the same thing and it's not. It's maybe something to do with the cruise control there, maybe. No, what we're doing here, look. That's right, let's lower the back one. And let's get cultivating then, shall we? Let's see what we can get on like here. This is going to be beautiful. We're going to have lots of fun on these. We do as much as possible on this. So we own 2 fields to start off with. I think on Ravenport on the beginning you start off with 4 fields. All little ones at that, don't get me wrong, but you see you start off with 1 fair size one and 1 small one. There we go. Now, I'm not sure why that tractor decided to go on its own. It's a bit odd. Like I say, nothing's finalised yet with the keys. I always end up tweaking things here and there. So we will cultivate this, get something planted in it, and then we'll harvest that big field there, because that might take me a little while, and enjoy a nice long time playing this bad boy of a game. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, right, here we go. Move the mouse around a little bit. Lower this bad boy down. So yeah, from my earlier videos I've done Farming Simulator 17. Absolutely love the game a lot. I've missed a bit. Can't be missing bits now. Yeah, I've played it absolutely a lot. Mostly all modded maps on the video, so I can't know what else I've done. Millhouse Farm, I've done PV Rivers, which is the big one I've done. PV Rivers Reloaded. A bit of Beaver Creek. Yeah, so I wonder if Stevie will be doing any mods on this. The old Stevie maps were good on 17. Seems like I'm going a bit far out to just turn around, doesn't it? Beautiful stuff. Yep, so we're going to have a long gameplay on this one. We're going to see how far we can go. And this is the base game map, Felsbrunn. I'm pretty much going to do everything with no mods and do as much as possible with it. You know, buy things, get some animals, buy some more fields, get some horses. I know they're part of the animals, but horses are new. Obviously I've done all the other animals, you know, pigs, cows and sheep. I think in early games on this, you know, from what I was testing out on Ravenford myself, I think we're better off doing fields like wheat and barley, so we can do some bales. We can sell the bales, make a bit of money, keep the crop until we've got lots and lots of it, and then we start selling the crop. I think we'll get into baling to start off with. Store our crop up till we really need it. There we go, that looks like a nice straight one. So that'll all work out like that. Oh, now I can't do things straight to save my life. I'm quite actually proud of that one, and it's very straight. Yep, so we'll be getting some new equipment. These are a bit of basic tractors. I want to get some New Hollands. We've got a New Holland harvester over there, but it's an older one. We will soon upgrade, get the newer version. Now we'll get some New Holland tractors. And there's nothing wrong with a fence, don't get me wrong. Just I am a bit of a fan of New Hollands. There we go. Now we could hire workers. And we probably will do it, no doubt, at some point in the gameplay. I might even do that very soon, actually. I am looking forward to this. Got a lot of plans for Farm Sim 19. Obviously, there will be some modded maps coming out. The base game only comes with 2, and of course, everybody wants to play on more than just 2 maps. As well as some extra equipment and tractors. And I think to myself, if I do use mods on this game, I think they'll probably just be in the Mud Hub, which is the in-game which we looked at earlier before we started this. So I might stick to them mods. Usually those are the type of mods, not the the speedy equipment that everybody like to have on the 17. Like combine harvesters that harvest at 40 miles an hour. Tractors that can plough at 40 miles an hour. That's just unrealistic, really. Try and keep it as realistic as possible. And we've got the time, we're running on ×5 at the moment. I think we'll just leave it like that for now. I think just run at 5, so 8:51 in the morning. It's like a nice sunny day. Look at the sky, it looks fairly clear and sunny. And of course on the new farmer we start off with 100 grand. 100,000, and we start off with equipment. On farm manager mode, which is the next one, you start off with nothing, but you get 1,200 or 1.25 million. So it gets you a bit of land and start buying equipment. But £1 million doesn't go far at all. By the time you spent a couple 100 grand on a bit of land and buying a house and a tractor and a combine harvester, that'd be virtually £1 million gone. And then you got start from scratch where you get nothing whatsoever, and start with £500,000, 500,000. Of course, you can get bank loans. If you remember rightly, on 17, we should start off with a bank loan, which I could never understand. On here, we start with no bank loans. So let's just have a quick butchers at that bad boy then. So, yep, no bank loans. So remember, on Farming Sim 17, that was one of the things, one of my gripes, that we always started off with a loan, and I couldn't get it through my head why. Didn't see a point. So there's the map. There's us, so we own 1920. There's our little farmhouse. We've got all the buttons there that we can mess around with as well. Yeah, I don't know why all these names keep coming up. Get rid of that. Yeah, so it's all pretty good stuff, you know. Got the shop down there, got a fuel station up there, animal dealer. Obviously there's no animals. You always start with like a pig, cow and sheep pen somewhere out of nowhere. We have to buy them in, so maybe we could probably stick some up here, cut them trees down, stick them up here maybe, I don't know. We will figure out what we're going to do with those animals. And obviously you've got your fruit types here, wheat, barley, oat, cotton, new, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet, oil radish, poplar, grass and sugar cane. So everything's looking good. Then we've got the growth state. So obviously blue cultivated, no, pretty much the same before. Purple is harvested, so I'm harvested now cultivating. Red for removed tops, and then only potatoes and sugar beet. Then we've got this. So purple is weeding. So if you've got a purple field, you know you've got to weed it. Then you've got the 2 stages of fertiliser. Red it means ploughing, and then this one needs lime. I do believe you need to lime after every 3 harvests, and then 2 lots of fertiliser and possibly some weeding as well. So you might need to do some weeding on each of the ones, either through a weeder or herbicides. What else is there? Yeah, so as before we used to plough every 3 times. I think you just need to lime now, and I think you only need to plough when you change crop from root crops to grain. I might just plough it every now and then anyway, just to make it look good. Different job to do. And obviously you can buy lands here, so you can see we own 19 and 20. And then we could pop up there, have a look at 10, 5,000. Look at that, that's £500,000 just for field 10. It's a nice big field. Same as 12, nice big field, a bit cheaper. Might go for field 11 next, or maybe field 18. I might go for field 18 next actually, and then 17. Now maybe get to field 10 and 9. We're a long way from buying fields, so let's not start thinking what we're going to be doing. Animals, obviously we have no pens or animals. So start equipment in the list form. Contracts, now this is new, so you've got to do these contracts as well. I've not done any contracts yet, but we will do. We can have our own equipment or lease it. If you lease it, you've got to pick it up from the shop, I do believe. Take it all the way over there and do the job, whatever they're asking you to do. Harvest the sunflowers. You need a sunflower header, so I'll be able to do that one because I don't have one unless I hire it. It's not a great deal of money. Look, use your own equipment or lease equipment for a reward deduction by that much money. And it'd probably be cheaper to lease the equipment doing these jobs than it would leasing it for your own farm, because £346 for all of this. That's a lot of money. Oh, Father Christmas. Hey. Okie doke, and Spider-Man there, look. What else we got? Yeah, we've got all your normal bits here. And usual bits. Your general settings. Or you can map out keys as well. So you can click on your gamepad, but that's my steering wheel. Put all my bits in there. So you can do that as I go. Also, if I do have a conflict or I find something I want to tweak, you can just come in here and tweak it in game. And then all your help bits for ploughing. All that, we'll probably come to that as well. Find out what we need to do as we go along. Let's get back. So let's hire a helper. And off she goes, I think. Yep. Beautiful stuff. Same sort of thing as last time. Okie dokie then, right, let her crack on with that. So we get seeding in here then. I think we need to get a fertiliser, we need to do some fertilising, don't we? We'll do some seeding first though, I think. So we'll hop into this tractor, and I can't really see. Up in the top left hand corner you'll have which way around to lift up your things, your tools, and swap, so you can hook things up on that, so you can go back and forth to your different tools. Unfortunately I have an overlay with my video recorder on that telling me how long I've been videoing for, so I can see a little bit of it which lights up. Oops. What did I let that go for? So I can see, if I go into the tree here where it's a bit darker, I can literally just see a little change of white light. But never mind, we'll get used to that bad boy. Okay, so let's get over to that field. And start seeding. At least it comes with seed in here. Yeah, it might be empty for a minute. So we're going to keep it on wheat. I do believe that is wheat. Usual thing for changing Y. The Y key to change your seeds. I'm going to stick with wheat because I'm getting into, or barley. But I'm going to stick with wheat because we're getting into baling to start off with. That's where we're going to make our cash. So let's switch that on, switch the seeder on, and let's get going. There we go. We are now seeding. Beautiful stuff. Awesome. But that's terrible. It's not straight line by any means, is it? Absolute terrible straight lines. And it doesn't matter as long as it all gets seeded. That's the main thing, isn't it? And once we get this, we'll then harvest this big bad boy of a field. It might take me a little while, that might do. We'll see how we get on with that. That may well take me a little while to do. Oh, that one looks a bit straighter. Yeah, that does look a lot straighter. Apart from that little knobbly bit that's hanging out there, look. Right, let's crack on. Seeding some wheat, so we're going to have to buy a baler trailer, maybe a baler spike, or something to pick the bales up with. And that's what we're going to do. So that's how we're going to make our money to start off with, just selling some bales. We can always sell the crops, but I want to keep the crops for the time being, so that I can use those to make money later on. And plus you might need some crop as well for your animals, which we will get later on in life as well. Placing buildings, and I've seen on YouTube videos that placing the buildings, it all gets, you know, a bit of terraforming going in place, so you have to be careful where you're planting the old buildings. And because what could cost you 100 grand in the shop can end up costing you £500,000 to actually placing it on your farm. But we'll get to that all in good time, because we're going to need to put down some animal placeables and whatnots. See if we can get that little bit there, just by going along the edge here. Hopefully we can. Beautiful, of course we can. Yeah, it's not too bad. Quite I like this actually. It's nice and straight. Very rarely drive anything straight. Yeah, beautiful. Okie dokie. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this field off. Matey boys over there's going to finish off cultivating the field. I'm going to finish off seeding this field, and we'll be back in the next episode where we're going to get that combine harvester and do this big bad boy of a field. So hope to see you next time. Hit like if you want to hit like, subscribe if you want to subscribe, and thank you very much. Cheers now.